Hello, everybody. Today is week 7 of our transformation journey. Step into your power, and we are transforming our lives 1 week at a time. Last week, we did health and wellness. We've also done building strong relationships. We've done building positive habits. We've also looked at goal setting. This week, we're looking something a little bit more foundational, and it's a biggie. And y'all are gonna groan at me, but it needs to get done, and that is financial health. I know, I did say it was a biggie, but we're looking at financial health today. As someone who has been both on the positive end and the negative end and everything in between when it comes to financial health, the one thing that I have learned through it all is that avoidance is the one strategy that you never want to use with your finances, ever. Avoidance does not work. As a matter of fact, avoidance is what makes it worse. Avoidance is what makes the hole that you're in get deeper and deeper and deeper. And so avoidance is the one thing that you don't want to do with your financial health. And I'm telling you that as somebody who has had it so bad that the bank has been calling, you're not paying your mortgage, threatening to take the house and everything that I have in the whole entire world. I know how bad it is. I know how scary it can get. And I also know that the only way out of it is to sit down and look at it and take action little bit by little bit. It feels impossible. Financial health and debt, especially when it comes to debt and expenses, it feels like it's something permanent, but it never is, right? There's always a strategy out of it. But if you are avoiding looking at it, if you're avoiding talking about it, then you are not going to be able to do the things that you need to do to get yourself out of it. Okay? So this week, we're taking a long, hard look at our finances. And so the first thing you want to do is you want to sit down and you want to look at income, expenses, and the biggie, debt. So income, every avenue you have that brings money in. Some of you have your monthly paycheck, and then you have little odds and ends that you do to bring supplemental income in, whether it's jewelry making or sewing or lawn care or caretaking for children or the elderly. Some of you have other things that you do, social media management on the side. Every single avenue you have for income, you are writing that down. And that includes those of you who are getting alimony and child support. Every single avenue of income needs to go down on that sheet of paper. All right? If you are receiving a pension, then you need to write that down as well. Okay? Expenses. Every single thing that you spend money on. And that includes the $20 coconut water that you buy every single time you run, the coffee that you drink on a morning, the doubles that you buy down the road. Every single cent that you spend, you want to sit down and make a note of it. A lot of you have no idea that you're bleeding money, right? You have a budget and you cannot figure out why it is you are never within budget, and it's because you are bleeding money that you're not aware of. So my suggestion to you is for the next week, every single cent that comes out of your account, including bank charges, right? Bank charges are a big one. A lot of you have credit cards and you don't cater for the fact that there are charges coming out. You have a bank account and the banks take money for those transactions. You're not including those in your expenses, but you need to include them because that is money coming out. And a lot of you, that is where you're bleeding money. All right? You're not factoring in those charges. All right? So income, expenses, every single cent you spend. Every single cent, put it down. And then the biggie, take a breath, relax. It's figure outable. Marie Folio has this amazing thing. She says, everything is figure outable, and it is. It is figure outable. It's massive. It feels overwhelming, but it is figure outable. So take a breath and then document all of your debt. And that includes not just your mortgage and your car loan, but it also includes credit card debt. A lot of you are cycling credit card debt. I know, because I was doing it for a bit. But that, let me tell you all, you see credit card debt, that is one deep hole, let me tell you all, right? Credit card debt, a lot of you are cycling it, right? Put it all down. Every single debt that you have, all the debt you have, including the whoever it is you're owing money to for however long and you haven't paid them back yet. Write it down. Okay? If you do not look at it, if you do not see it, if you do not know that it is there, you cannot fix it. All right? So we need to breathe. It is figure outable. All right? Write it down. All of it. Write it down. Income, expenses, debt. Some of you, tech savvy ones, you could do it in a spreadsheet. Some of you could do it on a notebook. If you're like me, I did a streaming thought on a notebook. And then when I had everything down, I mean, I'm telling you all to do it this week, but this is something that will probably take you a little bit longer, but we're starting it this week. I did it for about a month, and every single thing that came in and went out, I wrote it down. And then I sat in a notebook. So it was like a streaming consciousness, the way that I did it. And then I sat down with a spreadsheet, and then I put it all in a spreadsheet. And then I set it up to keep track of everything from that point on, right? Penny wise, you need to write that down, right? A lot of you, when you do expenses and you do your monthly expenses, you put down groceries, you put down utilities. Some of you forget WASA, but WASA is a utility, okay? And a lot of you all own WASA, right? Pennywise, Super Farm, all these things, right? Because you're going every single week in some cases, that does not mean it's not going to go down. It has to go down, all right? The fudge that you're buying every single time you pass through the mall, all of that has to go down. You cannot fix what you cannot see, right? Write it down, and now this is where we create a budget. Income, all the money coming in, all the money going out, you're totaling everything, and you're looking at, and now you have a clear snapshot of your financial health. And you sit down, you look at it, and you take the last step. You make a plan. Now, when it comes to debt, what you want to do is you want to look at the high interest things that you have. Those are the ones that you want to tackle first. Everything else you could pay minimum balance. You'll come around to it at some point. But you see, credit card debt, payday loans and all those things, if you are owing on those things, the interest rates are what is killing you. You do not want to do the barest minimum on those. All right? You could do the barest minimum on other things. But high interest rate things, you do not do the barest minimum of those. As much as you can, rework it so that you can pay a little bit extra on those things. And as soon as you pay those things off, especially that credit card debt, some of them is like 35%, I think. Don't hold it against me if I'm wrong, but it's astronomically high. The minute you get that monkey off your back, all of a sudden you free up cash. You're not going to spend it and buy some nice pairs of shoes. No. Or that really, really cool new game, or that stuff that you want to get for your car, whatever it is. No. The money that you save from that, you're going to take that and you're going to put it towards paying off the rest of your debt. All right? And that is how you become debt free. Now, some of you have some astronomical debt. Let's be real. You have car loan, you have mortgage, you have a whole bunch of things that are just eye-wateringly high, and you need help. Get a financial advisor. Now, I'm going to say something that's going to offend some people, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's the truth. Find an impartial, unattached financial advisor. Don't go to your bank. Don't go to your insurance company. There are independent financial advisors out there. Find one of those, because their job is to do what's best for you, not what's best for the agency that they're attached to. Their job, you are the client, and their job is to do what's best for you. Now, I know you're going to look at the cost of it and you're going to go, oh my God, I can't afford that. Up front, it's going to cost money, but let me tell you, in the long run, because they can advise you in things that you are not going to know that are even available to you. A lot of you know about consolidation, but I've actually seen people go to banks and consolidate debt, and they end up spending more money, right? Find an independent financial advisor and let them help you. Okay? Don't try to do it on your own. That's where you make mistakes. Find somebody. It's going to cost you money up front, but in the long run, it's going to be worth it. All right? And then we start planning for the future. Now, remember those goals that we set? It was the first thing we did. All right? You're going to look at those goals. You're going to look at your budget, and you're going to start working on the goals and the budget, and you're going to start lining it up. Please do not forget savings. Savings does not need to be $5,000 a month. You can literally start with $50 a month, $10 a month. There's this amazing thing called compound interest, and let me tell y'all, compound interest is sweet. I'm telling you all as that as somebody who started saving with $50 way back when I just finished school, and I have an annuity that, pretty decent. Okay, compound interest. It works. All right, so stop trying to do everything massive. $50, $100, it adds up. Trust me, it adds up. All right, so we're getting honest. We're looking at our income. We're looking at our expenses. We're looking at our debt. We're writing it down. And then we're making a budget. And we're sticking to our budget. If you have a friend who is accountable and who's trustworthy, then you can call on that friend to help you. Years ago, I had a buddy who wanted to save for a car. And he did two things. He called me and he said, Nads, I want to save for this car, but I'm not good with money. I was like, oh, the whole planet knows you're not good with money. So he said two things. I'm handing you my credit card. You're going to hold on to that. And every single month I'm going to come and I'm going to give you an envelope. And you're going to hold on to that. I think we were about 25, 26 at the time. Yeah. And that's how he saved for the down payment for his car. And every month he will come and give me this money in an envelope. And I would put the money together. And I also had his credit card in there. Do not cancel your credit cards. Cut it up. Don't tell the bank anything. Put it in the freezer. Hide it. But do not cancel your credit card. Okay? That does not help in terms of your credit rating. Pay off your credit card. Hide it. In his case, he gave it to me and put it in an envelope because I am a trustworthy person. Put it in an envelope. Put the money in it. Every single month, we put aside the money. And he was able to pay down for his car like that. And oh my God, look at all of this sweat, guys. You know what this is? This is hair. Oh my God. Just so to look nice for you all, Just to look a little extra different, because I know all of this seem sweaty and I'm still sweaty. What are you going to do? Good thing all you love me, just so, right? Anyway, so that's what we're doing. Mindset is everything, guys. Mindset is the name of the game. All right? More important than the numbers, more important than what other people think, is your mindset. That is what is going to get you through it. Mindset and discipline. It's not permanent, guys. You set your plan, you stick to your plan. It feels like it's going to be forever. But I'm telling you, as somebody who has spent the last 7 years trying to dig themselves out in a hole and starting to come on the other side of it, it is not permanent. It is figure outable and you can get it done. All right? So until next time, bye.